What's good? What's good? What's good? We back in here. So we're gonna get right to it. We're not gonna take up too much time as usual, right? So today I want to speak on mystic parallels. Now, when we speak about mystic parallels, an example I want to use is when we have dreams and we see certain things in our dreams. And it's the moment where the dream feels so vivid and real that you can't tell the difference from the dream and reality. Sometimes these are called lucid dreams, or other times they are called astral projections. Now, what is the difference between lucid dream and the astral projection? The lucid dream more so is you become conscious while you're dreaming, and it's like it's already things going on and you become aware and you can alter pretty much your fate or destiny in the dream plane, right? An astral projection more so takes place where your physical body actually is. So if you wake up in a dream or a so-called dream and you are in the exact position where your physical body is, let's just say your bedroom, you become conscious in your bedroom and you can kind of see your physical body, but you something is telling you that this is a dream or astral projection. Those are a lot more vivid. Like I can pretty much times that I've astral projected, but how many times I've lucid dreamed, you know, that comes and that goes. But the astral projectors tend to stick with you a lot longer. They tend to be a lot more profound. Now, when you are in the midst of the astral projections, you tend to experience things. It's as if, you know, you walk right outside of your home. It's as if things are going pretty normally, but things may be slightly altered. For example, me personally, one of my astral projections was a couple years ago. I was just going around, you know, the city of Los Angeles, just spray painting solo, SOLO. I was just doing this in my dream or astral projection. So I asked myself, did I tap into a parallel universe that I'm actually doing these things, or was this just a made up series of thoughts and emotions that we call dreams? So I said, okay, let me actually go see what happens if I actually do what I've seen myself doing in my astral projection. And what was the result? Well, all you guys have to do is look back at my videos from 2015, and you see how in depth I was with hip hop and graffiti and documenting the culture and all that. I was heavy with that because I just simply started to physically do what I've seen in a vision while astral projecting, just to see what happens, not knowing where it will lead me, not knowing how profound the effects may be. But I know now that I had tapped into a parallel universe, and the mysticism within that parallel universe allowed me to journey further in my evolution. So not only did I have the internal experience, I was able to share the experience and give light to something I felt was being diminished. You know, every culture, you know, when it's at its peak, everyone loves it, but as it starts to diminish, you know, the actual root essence starts to fade. So I wanted to capture the root essence of that which I felt was starting to fade. And to me, that's why I even had the dream. That's why I even had the thought and the desire to follow up on the dream. Like, all right, let me actually start doing it and see what happens. Not thinking about you know, the moralism of it. Not thinking about should you be doing it, should you not be doing it? Is it cool? Is it? Put all that to the side. Let me actually live out the visions that I see. And that led me to places that I never would have been, you know, doing things that I never would have done, and having all type of psychedelic experiences that I just simply would not have had I not taken action on that scene that I seen, or that vision that was seen during the astral projection. It was just something about the vibration of that word. Because if you break down that word, why was that word? I don't know. But if you break down with numerology, the word, it breaks down to the number 7, or the energy of K2, which is the most spiritual number of them all. Hence, why the experience was as spiritual as it was. So again, this was just a planetary energy communicating with me through my subconscious, letting me know that it's time for an initiation. And the initiation would just symbolize as the word solo. The energy of K2, the energy of a dojo. It's like walking into a temple or walking into a dojo, and the spiritual cleanliness and the spiritual essence that you feel. And this can be created in any home. Anyone can create that temple-like feeling, that dojo-like feeling. When you walk into your home and you just want to practice, you just want to get your martial arts on, you just want to get your yoga on, whatever it is that you're into. You walk in and you get to work to expand the mystic experiences that you may have while you are in that deep meditative state and while you are in the dream state. We must always understand the mysticism is always hidden within the symbolism. So as we live out our days, as seriously as we take our days, we must take our nights just as seriously. What do I mean by this? If you take your day serious because you know you're going to be making money, you know you're going to be taking care of your family, you know you're going to be doing things that you desire to do. As serious as we take life, we must also take death or sleep. We must prepare ourselves for the death state, which is sleep. As I was speaking about in my previous video with the pharaohs, with all type of magical items in their tombs, it's the same thing with us. Your sleeping area can be charged with magical tools that you have created for yourself that will be able to be used as vehicles in the dream world. What do I mean? So if you have an astral projection and you have these spiritually charged items, that means you can see them and use them in the astral plane because they have been enchanted with your energy. I'll say that in a different way. You wake up or you willingly astral project yourself, and you should be able to see the items that you have spiritually charged, because that is the purpose. The purpose of enchanting something or spiritually charging an item is so that you can use it on the other side, so that you can use it as a tool to guide you through the astral planes, depending on what you have, what the intention was that you have programmed that item with. So as seriously as we take life, we must take death, because the mysticism is always hidden within the symbolic nature of death, because death is truly symbolic. Death, just like life, is never literal. Life and death are purely symbolic, and it's all about what you can extract from within and beyond life and death that truly holds meaning in your life. So, the mystic parallels is another tool for us to use. Taking it a step further, you already have created your altars. You already have enchanted your spiritual items. Now it's time to use them. The fun is over. Now it's time to utilize these things, because they are shields and protection and various outlets of offense if necessary. For example, I'm not sure how vivid people have seen in their dreams, but the vividness in the dream world is so elaborate that you know it came from within yourself. For example, if you imagine a sword, let's just say you're being attacked by a zombie, anything, you need a weapon to cut the head off. you generate a sword and you cut the head off. But if you take a look at the sword that was generated by your mind, you realize that it has a unique signature, meaning this sword is already yours. You have literally projected a sword that you already own to your hand. That actual sword may be somewhere in a tomb somewhere. Again, just like the Pharaoh's tomb, you may have a sword in the tomb. That's his sword he uses to fight off all forms of negativity in the astral plane. This is a true science. So the reason we have all these things in the death state, or as we call it, the sleep state, these are shields for us to explore the mystic parallels. So now you sleep with intention and items and mantras in your head, however you choose to connect with the dream world, with your mind. Now you have placed things strategically in your atmosphere as a reminder. Because if you see these things in the astral plane, it may remind you that this is an astral projection so that you can have full control over the experience. So the enchanted items give you full control over the experience, because when you see them, you will be able to know where you are and what you're doing. Most of the time, we are not aware in the dream world because it blends together. It's like a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between life and death. There's a thin line between being awake and being asleep. Very thin line, and the lines are easily blurred. So what we have to do, we have to make that line more and more vivid. Like, okay, I see what's really going on when I'm awake, and I see the difference between when I sleep, when I'm in the death state. When I travel within and I journey within, take that soul travel. Now I have tools. I have an arsenal now. So let me take this sword. Let me take this item. Let me take that item. And then explore my travels. Because now I'm shielded up. Now I'm gamed up. And you can consciously program yourself to access certain parallel universes depending on what you are trying to accomplish or what question you need answered. All these things are possible as we expand our mind to see the potential. Because all things are mysterious once we take it to the death state. But the mysteries are never meant to remain unknown, but explored in depth and experienced and utilized on the other side. This is the way of life. Any item or any question has an answer. And if you can't find a person with the answer, you journey within. You may write a note to yourself, like, I need to know the answer to this question. Put it under your pillow and go to sleep. Keep it in your mind. Turn it into a mantra. Chant that mantra as you go to sleep. Turn it into a numerical code. Whatever it is that you desire, you can always take it to the dream world first and foremost and build it in your mind and allow it to descend upon you. Remember, all things are possible when you have a clear vision mentally of these things and these possibilities. We must clarify our vision, our visuals, have more clarity in our seership. Because the more clarity we have in our seership, the more clarity we have in the life state. The death state must parallel the life state. Death must parallel life, life must parallel death. So as seriously as we take life, we must take death just as seriously, because wisdom can still be extracted even at the moment of death, which is the moment you go to sleep. The moment you lose your consciousness. Does it project to the astral plane or does it stay stagnant? And this is strictly based off of your willpower. Your willpower will determine how far you get to journey in the astral plane. It's strictly willpower, which is essentially concentration. As you continue to deepen your concentration, your visuals or your vision becomes a lot more clear in the death state. Once you turn your senses off externally, the senses are heightened internally. So through the dream world, through the astral plane, we are able. All right, we back in here. We back in here. Let me see. Where we at with it? There we go. All right. So anyway, apologize for that. As you know, the intensity of the sun is crazy. So let me get this lighting back on point. Let me actually put this down. I'll do it like this. Just get up and walk around. There we go. There we go. Again, that Vegas sun literally knocks the phone out. So it is what it is. But once again, I just wanted to give y'all, not take up too much time. Just things that have worked for me, things that I have experienced, and things that have had a profound effect on my life. So going forward, I'm going to explain this in many ways as possible. The possibilities and things that literally have shaped and molded me and created something new from within, and that is able to be reflected. So again, once again, not going to take up too much time. Just want to give y'all that quick jewel. So let me give everybody a shout out while we're here. Again, I want to move around a little bit, so the phone will not overheat again. So let me stroll all the way back up. So what's up, Moon Spirit? What's up, Higher Life Hitman? What's up, Brianna? What's up, Lucy? What's up, back from hiatus? What's up, hi from? I appreciate the compliments and the comments. What's up, Allura Kush Goddess? What's up, Marvin the Magi? What's up, Alicia? What's up, 305 Capricorn? What's up, Maya? What's up, Lower X? What's up, Shanez or Shanez? Niz? Shanez? What's up, Tech Mins? Did I make the Baphomet video? Yeah, the Baphomet video was, I believe I kind of mixed it in with the Sutek video, and I also made the part 2 to the website. The part 2 to the Sutek video, and I'll put it on the website. But, we can talk about Baphomet all day, So if you have a specific question about it, feel free to ask. What's up, Anthony? What's up? It's a pretty long name. Kenny. Let me just not even try that. Off Gong. However you say that. What's up, bro? So however you say your name. What's up, Saida? What's up, D? Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, watching, as always. So again, this lifestyle is about being a spiritual warrior. To be a spiritual warrior is not just a warrior physically, but a warrior mentally, but not just mentally, but also being able to have sight in pure darkness. How do you have sight in pure darkness? Because if you were to go to a cave that was pitch black and stay in this cave without light for about, let's just say, 2 weeks, your eyes will start to develop the ability to see in the dark. If you are in the dark long enough, you will actually start to see visions and colors and streams of light. All of the things that we try to work on now are easily awakened in pure blackness and a carbonated atmosphere. Trust me, I know many of us are not able to do that, to stay in a cave for 2 weeks. But as we evolve, as we continue to prosper, we should be able to get to a position where the business can be handled and you can go away for 2 weeks and everything runs smoothly. So this is why we have to be successful. This is why I'm not against getting your money up, being wealthy, because that allows you to do things that you just simply can't do when you on the grind. And the spirituality does not stop when you get your money right. You can say it just really starts for real, because now you can go to these places. Now you can take those trips and see pyramids. Now you can take those trips to those sacred spots and those sacred sites on the earth. It just really begins to start, when you lay your foundation down. So it's hell and it's hectic working your way up. But once you're there, you never go back down unless you want to. Because you have built yourself within first. It wasn't about anything else but self-transformation. And that's what made you who and what you are. That's what gives you the ability to speak and be heard. Your words are felt. Your words can be seen and visualized as you speak. All these things are possible once we close the eyes and awaken from within the darkness. And that will give you the blueprint as to how can I get myself in a position to where I can be in a cave for 2 weeks. Just to do some primitive things, right? It's kind of backwards, but that's just the way it is. You got to pay to go to a cave and be in a cave for 2 weeks. You got to make sure your family is good. Got to make sure the bills is paid, right? You got to kind of have your money right to take those trips, to really put in that real work like it should be laid down. And that's why I always emphasize we must have mastery of the earth as well as the astral plane so that we can do these things that are very, very simple. But because of, we are in the Western hemisphere, some of us, of course, there's people watching from all around the world. For those of us in America, we know how things are. We have to come up from the bottom. Then we get to do things the way that other people can. They just have instant access to these things. We got to take trips, flights, pay bands after bands after bands. That's just the way it is, though. Just to have a base experience, you got to have bands. So you got to get the bands, right? We all got to get it. And if we allow ourselves to stay honorable to ourselves, as long as you are speaking truth, you will never be led astray. As long as you speak from the heart, as long as the intuition is activated within you, all will be well. It's only when the lies start to spew, and that's what creates chaos for most people, because it's not that they don't know, it's just that they don't care. Just imagine a person who doesn't care that they lie to everyone that they meet. People like this exist, but people like this don't normally deal with us because we can see through it. Or you should be able to have that proper discernment, so it doesn't really bother you. You just stay focused so that you can have those actual experiences. Go to the pyramids and talk to the pharaohs. Go to, and again, I'm not just speaking about Egypt. There's pyramids all around this planet. There's pharaohs all around this planet, kings, queens, there's ancestors all over the planet. So we don't have to limit ourselves to just one spot. This is why we travel, so that we can connect with all of the ancestors of the land. Again, I spoke more about this in the last video, but just to reemphasize how we can pull these things together and what the goal is. So if your goal is to have primitive experiences, to have a base experience, but you know that in order to do that, you got to have the bands. But that's why the root chakra or Saturn or Satan, they all represent mathematics. Get your mathematics on point. That's why you see anybody who plays the devil, anybody who represents the devil, got their bands up. Right? The devil is not necessarily ever depicted as, someone who is lowly. He is actually the highest of the high. Remember Lucifer, the light bearer. So the one that is deemed the devil is also the light bearer. It all depends on who is perceiving. So the same way you have a base experience is the same way you get your bands up. Activating that root chakra, that Satan, that Saturn from within, that Kundalini from the base of your chakra all the way up to the pituitary gland. At that point, you become illuminated. You become the sun on earth, as they say, the son of man. The son, or half God, half man, half goddess, half woman, however you want to lay it out. So again, we're not going to take up too much time. Just want to give y'all a quick jewel. Stay focused, because it's not going to get any easier. It's going to get a lot harder. The clouds or the fog is going to continue to get thicker. But as long as you continue to work with it, evolve with nature, evolve with yourself, this world would not destroy you mentally, spiritually, or physically. It would actually build you up. The pressure builds you up. The pressure is what makes the warrior. So through mastery of pressure are we allowed to have all the experiences that we are meant to have in order to not return from the grave, to go to the depths of the earth and to become one with the all, and not have to repeat this over and over and over and over and over again. The mysteries are always hidden within the dark, within the Satan, within the Saturn, within the roots of the planet. Explore the mysteries, right? Okay, I see what you're saying. What's up, Akan? So yeah, I'll call you Akan or Akan or Khan. Yeah, it's definitely, the Scorpio season is definitely, the most profound season there is. I'm biased, of course. I'm biased. So this is my favorite time of the year. My birthday is in 10 days or something like that. 10 days, somewhere around there. So of course I'm biased. It is what it is. Let me give everybody a shout out. What's up, Danny? What's up, SVM CEO? What kind of question? What kind of question is that? That's a good question, though. Am I going to be wearing these pimp glasses when I make the porn videos? That's funny. I should. Yeah, I should. I think that, that's what I want to do. For all my people who have been into porn, since the genesis, porn is always, it's like a parody. It's supposed to be funny as well. You have your triple X scenes going on, but it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to, it's supposed to make you laugh. It's supposed to, lighten the heart. Not just just give you a boner or whatever. Make you wet, and that's cool. But it's supposed to be funny too. So, yeah, I think I should. All right. Or you were just listening to the root chakra subliminal. Oh yeah, it's deep stuff. Trust me, if for anybody who has not been listening to the root chakra activation video that I uploaded a little bit ago, watch that. I do the binaural beats, I do the ASMR. I'm gonna, put it all into one package though. Instead of doing binaural beats, ASMR, then the knowledge videos, I'm gonna make it all, just put it all into one package. And go from there. I appreciate that, Red. So shout out to all the Scorpio, shout out to all the Libra, shout out to all the Sagittarius that's coming up. Shout out to the dark side of the year, explore your darkness. This is the time of the year where you explore your darkness. Not to be bad, but to explore the mysteries. To see how far inside your own self can you explore without getting scared. Do you truly know who you are? There's certain aspects of people that they are not even allowed to see, because it may trigger nightmares, it may trigger uncomfortable sensations. But that's the chaos, that's the pressure. Mastery of the pressure is what allows the kundalini to rise from the base of the spine. Pressure. As I say, somebody needs to be blowing out your back. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. Get the tantra activated. That's the best way to do it, right? Pleasure with spirituality is the best way to go. That's what I say. So again, unless anybody has any questions, we'll get up out of here. But yeah, I definitely was thinking about, I was thinking about doing the porn thing, but I'm like, maybe I should keep it separate. For example, what I'm saying is, I may not be like, okay, yeah, go to my Pornhub account. I may not advertise it on YouTube. I may just build it up from Pornhub. I may just make that a whole separate activity, a whole separate thing. So I'll figure it out. But yeah, I definitely want to make it funny. I don't, it's gonna, I'm not gonna give too much of it, but I definitely want to make it funny. So definitely stay tuned. I may not even advertise it. You may just have to go to the Pornhub and just type it in. You see me. I may not even advertise it. I may keep it separate, or I may advertise it. But definitely stay in tune. All right. Do I follow any Hindu traditions during a Hindu festival? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No disrespect to the Hindu way of life, but I try to be more alchemical And I'm not saying that they are not alchemical, because there are certainly alchemists within that tradition. But, you know, I try to be more universal. So I don't really get too caught up, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. I don't really get too caught up in the holidays. I just appreciate the season, if that makes sense. I appreciate the season of the dark seasons, more so than the actual dates themselves. You know, so I'm definitely working with the energies of the season, the energies of death for this season. Then we're going to be working with the energies of the Sagittarius, the energies of philosophy, the energies of creative impulse, the things that spark your creativity. You know, so that's kind of how I play it. You know. So yeah, that's my whole thing, is just keep everything fresh, keep everything fly, keep everything updated, keep everything, you know, as luxurious as possible. And that's my thing. So it ain't just about to be no fucking motherfucker that the camera pop on and it's a hotel room and you just see pussy in your dick. I'm like, no, I gotta be fresh, gotta be fly, gotta be upscale, gotta be more sensual than sexual. Because that is the point. You can have sex with anybody, but to actually have a sensual experience and to be able to record it and share it with the world, you know, it takes, you know, you gotta be mentally and spiritually there for that. You know, I definitely want to make it, I guess, more psychosexual than just, you know, penetration. We got plenty of that on Pornhub, on X videos. We got plenty of porn. It's just base porn. Plenty of that already available. It's not too much sensuality within it. You know, raise the vibration. Again, anybody, if you just want to see dick and pussy bashing, you know, you can see that wherever. But it's not too many places where you can see the sensuality. You can see the symbolism. You can see the tantra. You know, that's my thing, to bring the spirituality into it. That's my whole thing. But, you know, every now and then, you know, you may just want a quick 15-minute session. It is what it is. I completely understand. Yeah, this is definitely the favorite. You know, summer in Vegas is deadly. So I can understand, you know, for some people the summertime is the best time, but for Vegas the sun is way too hot to even enjoy it, really. So the summertime, you know, for Vegas, not just the whole West Coast, but specifically for the desert, fall is more enjoyable than the summer if you live in the desert. And spring is more enjoyable than the summer. You know, winter is super cold, but the spring and the fall, those in between, those transitional seasons, you know, are the ones where you see people coming outside. You see people come outside a lot more. You don't really see people outside in the summertime because it's just too hot. Fall, it's a little bit different. All right. Exactly. So just giving y'all a little insight into where we're going from here. You know, I may even stop using the little phone. I may stop using the phone. I may just start recording high quality videos. So I may just use the phone when I live stream. So if it's not a live stream, if it's just a quick 10-minute video or whatever, I may just use a high quality camera. Because, you know, I don't want to get too used to using this. Y'all definitely going to see me in high quality. I've been had the camera, you know. I just got used to doing this, interacting with the people. Just got used to this way, but, you know, it's levels to it. So we're going to get back to it. So we're going to keep it upscale. We're going to keep it fresh. We're going to keep it fly. Keep it sexy. Keep it sensual. You know, all of the words and definitions that may apply. You know. So other than that, I want to give everybody a rock star. Y'all take it easy. Be well. Most likely I'll see y'all tomorrow or the day after. You know, definitely check out the website, asharenu.com. Nothing else. Everything is there. So you're, you know, one-stop shop. All the articles, social media, everything is on the website, asharenu.com. So y'all stay tuned. Stay connected. Stay passionate. Stay sensual. Stay tantric. We out. Peace.